Sorry it's took me a while to get round to it, but I'm doing it now. So,
Dignity, Doctor.
Joanna drove slowly into the city. The Hudson River all filled with snow. She spied the ring on his outer finger. Oh, a thousand years in one piece of silver. She took it from his lily white hat. Showed no fish, she'd seen the thing in the young man's wings. Don't get a ring. Look outside, the raincoats come and say, oh. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Let the games begin.
why, hello there YouTube, and welcome back to Vampire Weekend. I am Random Ross, and today I review Dracula 2000, directed by Patrick Lucia, starring Gerard Butler, Jonny Lee Miller, Justine, Waddell, pronouncing that right, with Christopher Plummer. So this is a 2000 supernatural horror film where Dracula is reborn for the 21st century. So in this, Dracula is sort of reimagined. We discover in this Dracula isn't just Vlad the Impaler, but he was also Judas that betrayed Jesus, and has 30 pieces of silver. You know the whole bit with Judas's betrayal. Only he comes back from the dead as Dracula, and he's Vlad the Impaler, and he's many other vampiric creatures throughout history in this take, even becoming known as a fictional character in Bram Stoker's novel. So Dracula, for the last 100 years, has been imprisoned in a coffin in a vault in London, and then in the year 2000 some thieves heist the whole vault and take Dracula's tomb, and Van Helsing, he is too late to stop the heist and prays that only God can help them. And then of course Dracula is awakened and is out on the rampage and wants the bloodline of Van Helsing. Van Helsing in this is played by Christopher Plummer, and playing his daughter in it, Mary Hella Van Helsing, Justine Waddell. She is, Dracula wants to turn her, and that. So, so let's get on to my likes and dislikes about this one. First of all, before we get on to my likes and dislikes, I want to mention that this was requested in my last Vampire Weekend. I've done 2 series of this already. On my second series back in August, Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies suggested this. So, Bronco, if you're watching, sorry it's took me a while to get round to it, but I'm doing it now. So, let's get on to my likes and dislikes. First of all, I liked how Dracula was reborn for the next generation. This was the first real adaptation of Dracula I can remember. I can remember, Gerard Butler being Dracula, and he was quite young about then, about 31, and he looked good in it as Dracula, I mean, he was young and hot like girls wanted him to be, cause, eye candy. But yeah, I like Gerard Butler in this as Dracula. He was just so calm and sinister looking, and I like the way he dressed. He didn't go for that typical Dracula look. He wasn't trying to look like Bela Lugosi, even though Bela Lugosi has inspired the modern Dracula today with the Hungarian accent. He still had the, well, not Hungarian, Transylvanian tone. But yes, I thought Gerard Butler was a great Dracula in this. I also like the character of Jonny Lee Miller in this. He played Simon Shepherd, who became like a follower of Van Helsing's and was trained and mentored by Van Helsing, and went from like this person who was working for Van Helsing to this badass vampire ass kicker. I also thought that Christopher Plummer did a great job as Abraham Van Helsing, playing the Van Helsing that imprisoned Dracula, using Dracula's blood from leeches in order to maintain his immortality and to keep fighting. Yes. So yeah, he was great in this as Van Helsing. I also liked the excuse me. God, tickle. So, where was I? Yes. So, yeah, I thought the tone to this was great, and the rock music, the metal music they had in this, and the sexualness they had in it too, the sexual content, because there was some sexual content in there, especially when Dracula made his brides, which consisted of 3 women that he turned to make his bride, brides of Dracula. I like the vampires in this. The vampire look in this, they had red eyes and the fangs came out. Yes, so in this, the vampires, their weakness was silver, given that Dracula is Judas in this, and or stakes, or whatever. But, well, Van Helsing in this told Jonny Lee Miller to either shoot them in the heart or cut off their head. But I would say cut off their head is more, of a guarantee of killing a vampire. But the whole garlic thing, is it in that? I can't remember, but yeah. I like this unique take on Dracula. They did do sequels to this, but, well, straight to DVD, straight to video, because it was only the start of the millennium. Straight to DVD sequels, which I didn't know of until I looked this up on Wikipedia. This was also titled Wes Craven Presents Dracula 2000. Now, did Wes Craven have any involvement in this film? Because I got it looked up on my phone on the Wikipedia page. I can't see anything of Wes Craven having to do with it other than it just saying Wes Craven Presents Dracula 2000. But it was built upon Bram Stoker's original novel. What did I like? I've already told you my like. What did I not like about this? well, I like that this was horror and it had blood, sex, and vampires, but the pacing was quite reasonable. I guess one dislike is how complicated they make Dracula's backstory, how they make him from Judas to Vlad the Impaler to all of the historical leaders that got involved with bathing in blood and that. Quite a lot to take in and that. But other than that, I enjoyed the film and I watched it a few days ago. I haven't grown tired of watching this film. It's a fairly decent take on Bram Stoker's creation, Dracula. Well, inspired by Vlad the Impaler. So yeah, this film definitely brought Dracula into the 21st century. Hence its name, Dracula 2000. So yes, what am I going to rate this one? I enjoyed it. So do you know what? I'm going to give Dracula 2000. I'm going to give it 4 steaks out of 5. 4 steaks out of 5 for Dracula 2000. So that is it for this review on Dracula, and that's it for Vampire Weekend today. So I will be back reviewing another vampiric horror tomorrow as Vampire Weekend continues, as it is a bank holiday weekend after all. So yeah. If you've seen Dracula 2000, let me know what you think to it down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, don't have nightmares.